Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. It's been a minute since I posted my last one. So I just wanted to do a part two since I'm getting a lot of questions on the KLS indicator. I did already one review. If you haven't seen it, just go on my YouTube channel, go on the search bar right here, type in KLS. Soon, pretty much after I record this video, I'm going to create a playlist because this is part one. And now the one I'm doing today is going to be the part two. So getting a few questions. Again, I want to go into a few more details about this indicator. Again, this is a paid indicator. If you're interested in this one, you are going to have a link in the description below. You're actually going to get a discount when using my promo code. So let me go ahead and break it down for you and all the settings that we have, okay? And a couple of things that I may not mention on the first one, okay? So first thing we realize here, we see that you see this little box right here at the bottom. So by that, of course, accessing this indicator, since I mentioned this is a paid indicator, you need to go on, once you complete the purchase, you will go on invite only scripts and you're going to get an invitation. All right. So this is basically the indicator right here. It's not going to appear on the free list. Of course, you need to have access that way. So once you have it, there are a couple of things that right here you're going to be adding. Okay, so one of the first things we have right here at the bottom is the calculator. Okay, we do have a lot size calculator. Depending on what type of account, what size of account you actually have. Let's say you have a prop firm, you're trying to pass a challenge, you have a $100,000 account. Let's say you have a $50,000 account. You select that in there. The percentage you want to be risking, 1%, 2% maximum per trade. The amount of pips, the stop loss. I'll explain that in a second. Since you see right here, when the price is, the indicator will print two lines. Let me just go ahead and actually show you right quick here. Of course, this trade was already on play. Let me show you the next one right there. So basically, after going with the first hitting TP, we see that price now, of course, closed. It deleted the previous trade, and now it's printing a signal. Okay, it's printing two lines. These lines, they don't move. I'm going to put this line right here so you can see they don't move. They actually stay in there, right? And it's basically it's giving you a zone. Okay, this is literally a zone. Price, the indicator is telling you that price might come into the zone, react anywhere, sometimes barely will touch it and skyrocket, sometimes will even touch the second line. Okay, this is why we use the lot size right here, the pip lot size 10, and the buffer, okay, which is that red line right here. When you see the red line at the bottom and the blue line on top, it means you're looking for buys. Okay, it means you're actually looking for buys. If you're looking for sales, what's going to happen is that the red line, let's say you're on a downtrend, the red line is going to be on top of the blue line. So basically that's it, you know. So let me go back here. So the buffer, what it does, let's scroll down a little bit. The buffer, 10 pips, right? So you'll see what I mean as I go through. Let's see, let's wait for price to actually go into the zone, right? You see the lines is not moving, it's staying in there, it's stationary. It's like those who trade ICT, this is a fair value gap, literally. You know, it's actually a fair value gap right there. So it's kind of cool that it's doing this. So wait for that. Price comes into the sun, just barely taps in, okay? And you see it's printing already what I have set, okay? If you want to target a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward, is up to you, okay? At this point, I'm just using a 1 to 1.4. This is a more realistic target, okay? To be honest, if you choose, let's say 1 to 2, you click OK, you see it actually goes up higher. That's fine. If you want to go for that 1 to 2, fine. You see that this is the buffer line. The red line is the buffer. And I have selected 10 pips. I have selected 10 pips below the buffer line. It's like it's like an extra amount. Sometimes you can place depending on the pair you're using. If it's indices or currency pairs, you can select maybe 20 pips. that depends, right? Let's say you want 20 pips, like just in case you want 20 pips, right? So it's going to stretch it out, just to give it some room, okay? Because the price can actually go deeper, touch this line, and then probably go up later, okay? So is necessary to understand that, okay? The red line doesn't mean that that's a stop loss. No, it's a whole zone. Price can react to both. This is the first line. Let's say sometimes, you get one entry. Sometimes price will go here, touch. Some people can actually get in here, make another position, the second entry right there. All right. Let's see what happened with this one. So from there, pretty much price pushes up. Another thing this indicator has, of course, forgot to mention right here that after you select the calculator, 1%, 10 pips. In this case, we're going to be using 20. All right. So you see the lot size is changing right here. It just changed. So I have a $50,000 account, 1% per trade, 20 pip, $20, 20 pip lot size. I'm sorry, the 20 pip is the amount of the stop loss. Okay. And now we have the right here is telling me what the lot size is. What's the lot size I should be risking on this trade. Okay. One more thing right here, very important, is the buy sell based on. Now let me show you here. Currently I have it on test. If I move it to candle closure, now what's going to happen, of course in this example probably is not going to help. Let me see if it actually helps on this one. Let me go to this one. On the previous one right here, touching and go. Okay, I think it's gonna, I have it. Okay, yeah, there we go. So I have selected, you see what happened? I have selected candle closure. So at this point, because the candle is not closing below, right? Just touched and go, it's not giving me a buy signal. Look at what happened when I switch it to test. When I switch it to test, it is giving me the entry. So this is, you can sort of filter right now. What you can do here is filtering out, probably a, potential failure of an entry. And so at the moment, we are not seeing the candle is touching the line, but it's not giving me the signal, you know. So on the next candle is when we are actually getting the actual uh, signal right there, you know. So it's going to be late. Probably you're going to have to enter at closure of this candle. It's going to be a little late. So anyways, what I recommend, probably best is just have it in test, okay? And as soon as the candle touches, it's going to print the signal anyways, okay? It's going to print it for you right there. What happened after that? I believe price goes deeper and then pushes up, right? And then after taking profits, you see it's printing again the next signal. So this is the cool thing about this indicator. This doesn't reprint, okay? It just stays right there. If it fails or not, it will stay in there, okay? Like for example here, because, let's be honest. You're not going to be winning all the time, okay? You're not going to be winning all the time. Price is, of course, no matter what indicator you have, what strategy you have, you're going to have losses as well. So right here, we were having a sale, price is sort of going down. So why not? Sort of makes sense. I see price respecting, a couple of zones right here. Okay. Don't take also entries just blindly. Also understand what is going on. Price is breaking structure, respecting resistances. And right here, we sort of have another little, I see a little resistance right here. So why not go on a sell? However, you see price activates your entry, but then decides to push up. It was time to probably shift right here. We were having equal lows, a double bottom, right? Probably, I would have doubt of going into a sell when you're having double bottom. If you're a retail trader, for example, after having a double bottom, probably you would like to go for a buy, right? Instead. So that's what happened. Price just, failed right there and then it started giving this buy. You see, after failing with this sell, it gave a buy signal. And that buy signal, let it play out. You see, even touch the second line. You see why it's important to have either 10 pips or sometimes 20 pips below the buffer. which is the red line in this case. We want to go for buy, right? So it's important, guys. Okay, don't place the stop tight. I mean, you can do it, but you run the risk of actually getting a stop loss. You want to place the stop loss at the buffer right there. Not the best thing to do. Okay, you might say, okay, but the risk to reward is better, right? But no, it's that means that red line means that price can also come into the zone and touch it. So if you have your stop loss right here very tight, what you doing? You're gonna get stopped out. So it's very important to understand that 10 to 20 pips below. I would say if you put it 10 pips below, I'm sure you got stopped out before prices skyrocket, right? It happens, okay, with every strategy. So understand that. After that, you see what happens right here. Price then prints again another signal, boom, touches, and then goes, and then prints another signal, boom, touches, and goes. So it's nicely, especially when you're trending, okay? Again, markets will consolidate as well. I recommend you, be very cautious whenever markets are ranging. Like for example, here you see that market was sort of ranging for a little bit, right? Was indecisive. It failed. Yeah, you're going to have losses. So this one right here, price decided not to continue to the downside. Instead, give you a buy signal and then price pushed up. This is a very strong momentum right here. I'm guessing there were news. Yeah, it might probably were news or something at this hour. I don't know. But that's a strong momentum candle. The same right here. This is very strong. So something most likely was happening. So let me see if I can get you more examples. Look at this. So I want to show you right here what was happening with this particular trade as well. We're struggling. Price was first, it was pushing up. We were having an uptrend, and then looks like we're having now a change of direction. Price is actually now going to the downside, but it's more going sideways than it is bearish, right? At this point. So understand that you're going to have losses. So I mean, use your support resistance at least. Don't use any indicator. Any indicator just blindly. Okay, recommend still understanding what is going on. Probably price is within this range. So all right, maybe you were getting on a sale right here. Price went down a little bit. You were going for that 1 to 2 risk to reward price. At this point, if you're 1 to 1, I recommend you going on break even. After price reaching your halfway down your target, put it on break even, and then just hold that thing. All right. If you were aiming for that 1 to 1.4, I don't know, probably would have hit your TP. Let's see. No, not yet. But it's still, you're more than halfway down. So break even, it's a necessary thing. So I'm going to stay with the 1 to 2. All right, like that. And oh, this is Nasdaq. I'm sorry, I forgot to actually change this. I believe is when you are on indices, Nasdaq, using a 200. I had it on 20. If I have it on 20, because of course the pip count is different on indices than on currency pairs. So you see, it's pretty tight. No, right? So we cannot have it right there. So in this case, it's going to be 200, and it's going to give it a range. You see a little bit more space right there. You can even go to 400. But that will depend on you. In this case, the price did reach halfway down. Okay, so probably Turkey taking partial profits or moving stops to break even. Price got you out on break even, and price got instilled into the range. Let's see what it's going to do here. Looks like it's breaking. That support right there. So let's see. Now look at what's happening after the break. Now you see the price is breaking to the downside, is probably coming for the retest. Price is printing a sale. Okay, remember the red line is above the blue line, so it's printing a sale. I have a zone right here now, and then as soon as it touches, I can actually go with the sell. I could already be placing my sell limit. I could be placing a sell limit right here, 20 pips, or in this case, 200, right? And go for the 1 to 2, which will be somewhere there. But let's wait anyways, and let's see if price is actually going to touch, activate our entry, and then go. Touch it, okay. Yep, something like that. Anyways, yep, let me delete mine. So that's where it's going. All right, boom. You see what happened? You see, if I didn't put the range right there, I would have probably got stopped out. That's why it cannot be just right there. The stop loss cannot be right there. You have to give it some space. Okay. So again, on Nasdaq indices, you need to put 200 on the buffer, and then on currency pairs, it's 20. Okay. Let's actually try it with probably gold. Let's go with gold. Okay, so here we are. Here we are again on gold. We see that. Let me delete this. That's fair value gap. Okay, so you see that price actually was giving us a sell. It did give us a sell. Boom. Now let me go ahead and change because I think it's going to be a bit different. Also, yeah, I guess it's going to be 2,000 then on gold, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. So on gold, we're going to be using at the buffer 2,000. Right? It gives you some room right there. This is the red line. This is the blue line. So you see what happened right here. It gave us a sell, price nice touch, and give us the sell. We were more than halfway down, so we should be already on break even, taking partial profits. Price comes back up, get us out on break even. Right now, what's happening? Look at what happened. Right, we are having probably some sort of news right here. 8:30. I think this was CPI, if I'm not mistaken. Look at this. We have a strong move to the upside. Right? We're waiting for some sort of signal or alert to pop up, right? Waiting, aquí. There we go. Here we go. We actually have the signal being printed now. You have this area. At this point, you could be placing your buy right there. Stop. Somewhere here. Take profit 122. Okay. Or if you wanna probably wait for the price to touch the zone so you can clearly see where the stop loss is going to be. Let's see what's going to happen. It's actually right there. Yeah, I was right. So yeah, somewhere here, the actual stop loss, we're actually going for that 122. Price activated our entry, and then from there, let's see. Pushed up, right? This is on a 30-minute, on a 30-minute time frame. Let's see how it looks on the 1 hour. It pretty much is not going to change. Okay, so if you go 30-minute, 1 hour, it's going to stay in there. Let me just show you. I'm going to drag this zone right here, right? This is what I'm saying, that it doesn't move. Doesn't matter the time frame you are, it's going to be the same. Look at that. I went to 15-minute and it doesn't change. I'll go to the 1 hour, it doesn't change. Go to 4 hour and it's there, right? It does not change. That's the cool thing about this indicator. One thing that I love, another thing that I love is that it doesn't reprint and it is staying the same within all time frames. Okay, so I hope it makes sense, guys. Let me know what you think. Pretty much this, if you're looking for a clean indicator with not too, not so many complications and, you know, all these things that actually get you confused. If you're really looking for an easy to use indicator, this is the one. Okay. If you haven't seen part one, I recommend you go ahead and check it out. Okay. I will leave the link in the description below, anyways, or in the top right corner right here. I'm going to leave the actual access so you can watch it. All right. Let me know what you think. Give it a big thumbs up. Remember that you have the link in the description below if you want to get this indicator. There's a discount that you're going to get forever once you use my promo code. So let me know what you think, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.